Admiral, the clone troopers are here. A commander named Gree is launching a massive jungle armored assault. Commander Gree? More like Commander P. What? Nothing. Roger, roger. What do you think we should do? I recently learned of a new tactic. It's called fire. We should set up a lot of fire. As in flame turrets? Yes, that'll work. I wish our commander was a tactical droid. What was that? Nothing. Roger, roger. Roger, roger.
Hello gamers, it's your boy Daily Tactics here and welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games here today, boys, because we have the battle droid army with just a very large wall defense here. Yeah, it's pretty humongous with a lot of different turrets, mainly flame turrets, like a bundle of flame, just too many flame turrets. Now these turrets are very weak, but in abundance, maybe they're good. Basically, they have the worst range imaginable of any turret. Let's actually see exactly. Yeah. They can shoot 35 units, which I think is meters. It might be feet, not totally sure. I think it's feet, actually. That's definitely not 35 meters. So 35 feet, that's not very far. So these often get shot up pretty quickly, so I added a ton of them for fun. There's also just a ton of droid infantry back here, as well as inside this little fort here too. It should be a very, very cool, massive, chunky battle with Commander Gree and an armored unit attacking through the jungle. Here's Commander Gree and his 41st Elite Corps with armored vehicles with them. This was requested by someone on Discord by the name of Blitzy. He had multiple E's at the end of Blitz. So Blitzy, thank you for the request. And here we have it, a clone trooper armored jungle assault. Should be pretty epic. So if you guys enjoy these videos, please be sure to smash that like button. Let's try and get 1,000 likes in the first 24 hours. Subscribe if you have not already. We're trying to hit 350K by the end of the year. I think it's possible, hopefully. And comment on down below if you'd like to see some more of this in the future. Either way, guys, let's get it going. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2. All of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Alrighty then, gamers, let's go in slow-mo for the first bit here and press start. So the droids are standing true here. They've got two AATs parallel to each other here. This is a massive anti-aircraft gun, but actually anti-aircraft guns in the real world are often used to take out tanks and things like that. For example, German flak guns during World War II often turned on their side to fire at oncoming tanks, because obviously to take out a plane from such a high height, you have to have a projectile that explodes in mass, as well as has enough force to get up into the air. So they're actually very powerful guns and can be used as tank destroyers. So that's what the droids are doing right here as well. Also, just a lot of infantry, a lot of bazookas, things like that to try and take out the ATTE here that's coming forward, the TX-130Ts, etc., etc. Republic has quite a number of powerful vehicles on their sides, including this here Swamp Speeder, which kicks off the battle by firing at some of these turrets. The Swamp Speeder's moving forward here. They are taking some heat from those AA guns. One of the Swamp Speeder drivers going down right there. Yikes, that might have been the gunner for them. Some flame turrets here bursting into flames themselves. That's not great, but here's one actually managing to get some jets of fire out. It misses this trooper completely. This trooper is unfazed, though. He's just going for the gold, and he ends up going down. I mean, that was kind of to be expected right there. Not a great move by that trooper. However, a good solid number of the flame turrets are already down. That's what I'm talking. Yeah, look, so many of them have been unseated already. That's what I'm trying to say, is that, like, flame turrets, man, they are just not the most powerful. Here we have an anti-infantry turret, though, for the droids. That is a bit more powerful because it actually has range to it, though those can be unseated just as easily, too. So that thing is firing out. We've also got some of the 41st Elite Corps over here in the jungle, pushing behind these rocks and things like that, trying to get to some cover. The jungle is somewhat on fire. Is this TX-130T still alive? It is indeed. It must just be reloading or something like that. Maybe the crew's concussed. Not totally sure, but it's not doing the most right now. Did that rocket just disappear? Or did it... I'm very confused as to what... That rocket just, like, disappeared and then teleported. What in the Sam heck? Okay, that's very bizarre. Whatever. I don't know what's happening here, but this TX-130T is facing this way, and then the ATT is walking into it, which is then killing those infantry. I'm just gonna real quick... Is it stuck? What is going on? I'm just gonna unstick this TX-130T because this is bizarre. It's just completely immobile too now. I don't know what's going on with that TX-130T. It is clearly not doing very well at all. The armored part of this assault. What? Are you stuck? What is happening? I'm just gonna move you this way. The armored part of this assault through the jungle is clearly not going very well at all for the clones. It is mainly just sort of an infantry push at this point with Commander Gree's 41st Elite Corps here. They're getting a solid amount of fire out. They are proceeding pretty far forward too. Lots of explosions rattling them, however, which is pretty dangerous. The droids, though, have not lost a lot of troopers, so they still have a very, very solid firing line here, which is... not good for the clones. Not good in one bit. The AA gun back here is still alive. So are these anti-infantry guns. So are the AATs. I mean, the main thing is the clones were supposed to have vehicles supporting them, which were going to take care of those other enemy vehicles. But at the moment, the vehicles for the clones are just way back here, not really doing that much. They are getting shots forward, but they're so far away, I highly doubt that they're actually being all that effective. They are kind of lame ducks at the moment, and I think it is going to be somewhat up to the infantry of the Republic here to actually manage to do anything. But the infantry, of course, is being met by just like a wall of explosives and infantry fire from the battle droids, which is not great. I mean, these guys are doing very, very poorly, mainly because their vehicles are not supporting them as they should be. I mean, I don't know what's going on with these vehicles, but clearly they are not doing their job too hot, man. These jungle faring vehicles are being quite poopy indeed. They are not doing anything. But nonetheless, the clone trooper army is always up for a challenge and continues the fight. They still do have a solid number of infantrymen. I mean, they have just like a solid line going across this way, sort of zigzagging like that, of clone troopers through the jungle. So they are still in this thing. It's just not looking too good. Also, the clones do have a plethora of rocket troopers, which is very helpful. As you can see, rockets hitting this wall, which is actually resulting in explosions, taking out a lot of the droids on this sandbag wall too. So that's pretty helpful right there too. We've got ourselves the AATs here, though, that are still alive. They don't seem to be firing out too much. It's mainly the turrets that are doing the majority of the work for the droids. Oh, no, I do see the AATs actually getting a few shots of fire out there, which is probably not too helpful. Is this TX-130T still alive? It is surprisingly still alive, but I don't know what it's doing. It's just been chilling there for like a really, really long time. Maybe it's like stuck in the swamp. It's like waterlogged or something along those lines. I'm not entirely sure, but it's just chilling there, firing away. I do have to say, this is like a really cool screenshot right here. I'm taking screenshots of this. What the heck? Just a flippin' DC-15X sniper in the jungle. This looks epic. What the heck? Let's try and get a shot of him firing, maybe? If he fires right now and I capture that screenshot, that is going to be like screenshot of the year, baby. This dude is looking feisty. Yes. Look at that with the droid fire incoming. This is so cinematic. Yes, he's firing. Wait, he's firing? Yes, fire more. Oh, he's reloading. This looks so baller, dude. What the heck? What the heck, dude? Come on, get the screenshot. Oh, come on. If someone can capture like a sick screenshot, post it in the Discord of this, because I'm failing to get him firing. That looked so cool, though. I really like that. That was dope. We'll name him Hector the Sniper. All right, clones have reached the Flame Trooper line here, and they're using them as cover, but at the same time, they're really getting gunned down pretty good by a lot of sniper droids and things like that the droids are employing here. This battle is just not working out for the Republic like I think they wanted it to. I mean, the droids, their entire tactic was flamethrowers, and flamethrowers aren't really doing anything. It's actually the other vehicles that are supporting the droids the most, but still, it seems to be working for the droids. One of the AATs is down for the Battle Droid Army there, which is good for the clones, but is it going to be enough at the end of the day? Not entirely sure. There's still this AA gun here, which is... Oh, it finally killed the driver! Let's go! That explosion did enough damage to take it out. BEA, beautiful baby. You love to see it. We've also got a bunch of E5 droids right here. E5 droids aren't that effective, so that's not too big of a worry, to be completely honest with you. But yeah, the droids, you know, just sort of engage with the clones at a distance right now. Just a mass sort of campaign going on. It's probably going to be like a little bit of back and forth between the two sides here before we find out who is a clear winner. Either way, I did have a little daily story time for you guys today. I thought was kind of fun. So the other day, like 2 or 3 days ago, I think it was, I was going for a jog, and I was sort of done, and I was just walking afterwards. You know, you kind of walk to cool off at the end of a run. And so I was walking down my neighborhood, and I was like maybe 2 blocks away from my house, and I found, like, I was looking at the ground, and I saw this weird looking object, like a metal object, and so I picked it up, and it was a spent bullet casing. And on the back of it, it said, you know, 9mm blah, blah, blah. I don't know exactly what it was. But it was like a black bullet casing with like a bronze back to it. And there was no bullet in it. It had clearly been fired. I was like, this is really weird. Like, what is this doing here? You know, I know we live in the land of the free, baby, America, where, you know, you can have a gun wherever. Well, not wherever, but you know what I'm saying. But I was like, this is suburban California, like a pretty safe part of California. You know, and literally right next to where I live is a monastery where monks and a nunnery too. There's a monastery, a nunnery, as well as their church there, and then inside the church is a school where they teach the local kids who sign up to go there. So I was like, okay, this is a block from a church, monastery, nunnery, and there's just a 9mm bullet casing here. So I was like, this is a little creepy. So I decided to basically call the police station. I didn't call 911. Obviously, this was not an emergency, so I just called the local police station. Was like, hey, you know, I found this bullet casing on the ground. I accidentally picked it up. First of all, I was kicking myself. I was like, oh God, what if I've just like implemented myself into this crime? What if, you know, what if they find my fingerprint on this bullet case and they're like, oh, this guy did it, or something like that. And so I was like, yeah, I picked it up really stupidly, and they were like, oh, we would have done the same thing. Don't worry about it, it's fine. But they were like, well, we're just gonna come down and collect it and check it out and look around the area a little bit. So I was like, okay. And so I gave them my address, and they came to me. I showed them where it was. They took my statement, and then basically they just said, like, there's no crimes in this area at the moment. You know, we have we've not been reported any shootings or anything like that, so you know, it's probably nothing. But you know, they were happy I called them and let them know about it, just so they could come check it out and things like that. But I don't know, I just thought it was really interesting, super weird. My dad had a theory. I called him up and was like, hey, this happened. And he thinks what it was maybe someone who goes to the firing range just happened to have it in their pocket, and when they were walking, it might have fallen out, or, you know, somehow it just got there. Yeah, I don't know. Post your theories in the comment section below. But yeah, it was just a little bit spooky to find that sort of so close to my house. Plus, where there's like a nunnery and children and things like that. I was like, oh geez, okay, I need to report this. But yeah, kind of interesting. I don't know, just a fun little daily story time. Either way, let's go into normal speed here, baby, and get these clone troopers moving. So far the battle's been going sort of like a tug of war a little bit here. You know, one side is sort of doing well, then another side is doing a little bit better too. Still yet to sort of see who is going to win this thing overall. There's still a couple of turrets inside here. They're flame turrets, so they're not able to fire at the clones yet, and they might honestly just go down before the clones even get close to them. And then there's still quite a number of battle droids within the walls of this mini little military base or fort or whatever you sort of want to call it here. Base of operations, I guess. The clone troopers still working their way forward. A few of them are right up against the wall, while many more are trying to come forward from a bit of a distance. Right now, all of the vehicles are being really weird. Like, it doesn't seem like this should be stuck. Like, I don't see what it's stuck on. Maybe those rocks? I don't know. And the ATTE is stuck over here on nothing. Like, I don't know why, but these vehicles have not been helpful, like, at all during this entire battle. They've kind of been playing as, like, an artillery role, which I guess is helpful. But from now on, they're probably going to be out of range or blocked by the wall and things like that. So they're probably not going to be able to do all that much for the infantry now that's attacking. By the way, where is Commander Gree? I lost sight of Commander Gree the second this battle began. Do you guys even know where he is? Where he went off to? Like, I genuinely don't know what happened to Commander Gree during this entire thing. He could very well just be dead. Commander Gree could just very well be dead. I don't know what happened to Commander Gree, to be honest. Either way, if you look at the minimap right now, blue, it's at the top left here. Blue are clone troopers who are left alive. Red are droids who are left alive. I would say the droids might outnumber the clones by a little bit at this point, which is very not good for the clone troopers. The clone troopers, being the attacking force, should outnumber the droids in order to win. They did at the beginning of this battle, but obviously a lot has changed since the beginning of this battle. So, you know, the clone troopers are now at a bit of a disadvantage in terms of numbers. We can actually go and take a little mid-battle death count. Red are dead clone troopers, yellow are dead battle droids. I will say that probably a lot of these clone troopers were either destroyed by moving tanks. Ooh, this tank is moving again. Either destroyed by tanks, because if tanks run them over, they basically blow up the bodies, or if explosions hit them, the bodies can blow up as well. So there's probably more dead clones and dead droids than what's being shown there, but it definitely did show more dead clone troopers, I think, than dead droids. Either way, the droids are sort of in final defense mode. It looks like this turret lost its gunner. This turret's still good with its gunner, and this turret lost its gunner. So one turret remains for the droids. Let's see what range this thing has. So it can fire like right about to like right here, I think. So the clones really aren't in range even to get hit by this thing just yet. So it's basically a useless turret right now. Like I said, most flame turrets in this game are not helpful at all. They're quite bad. So you know, it kind of is what it is. Either way, the clone troopers still moving on forward, still running and gunning, baby. Not really running. In fact, they're crawling quite slowly and gunning, but it is what it is. I need a fat sip of water, guys. I am taking a hydro homie break from commentating. 1 second. Ah! Yes! Guys, always remember to hydrate. It's just so important. It is just so important. All right, we're kind of getting to a bit of a stalemate situation here in this battle, where the clones aren't really coming too far forward. I am going to go ahead and squad up the last remaining clone troopers here, you know, which basically just makes them work as more of a squad. I will see, do any droids really need to be retreated back? Do we need to enact the retreat rule at all for the droids? Probably not. Most of them are on the front lines here. I think they're fine. Yeah, I don't think any droids need to really be retreated. I do hear the ATTE somewhere. Oh, it's over here now. This has been the most useless vehicle. Does it even have a kill? Oh, it's got 42 kills. Okay, never mind. You're not useless. You're doing well. This TX-130T has 1 vehicle kill and 1 infantry kill, and this one has 1 infantry kill. TX-130T is not as helpful. I guess killing 1 AAT is probably pretty helpful, although that vehicle that they killed could have been a turret, which probably wasn't that helpful. Some bushes over here falling really awkwardly. Men of War, you are not the most beautiful of games ever. Sometimes you are a little bit glitchy. Alright, another clone goes down there. A couple more dropping as they get into a bit of a firefight with the droids out here. They have still yet to really enter into the base. They're still sort of chilling on the outskirts of it, just sort of skirmishing, nothing too crazy going on at the moment. Another clone drops right there. Yeah, things are not going too well for the clone troopers now. I would definitely say that they are starting to lose their edge here as they get to the actual military base itself at this point. It's just getting a bit harder for them to actually push in. And now they're just sort of in this position where they're losing 1 or 2 troopers at a time here. I will go ahead. I think we're going to do one final charge here for the clones. Not even a charge. I'm just going to place them on this blockade so they have a fighting chance. But basically, if they don't attack now with their full force, I think they are going to get themselves killed just one at a time, which gives them worse odds than if they were to attack all together. So we're going to go ahead and push all of the clones together here. I'll even try and get these vehicles up. I don't know if these things are going to manage to even get forward, but we'll try and push them forward to help out. I don't know if it's going to work. Either way, here we go. The final stand of the clones. The clones come into view here and start getting gunned down. The vehicles are there to support, though, but the droid fire resistance was way greater than I ever thought it would be, surprisingly enough. I didn't think the droids had that much, but the clone vehicles finally showing up to help out. Yikes, it did not work at all, though. Ooh! That's a lot of fire. Okay. Yeah, that's probably going to round off this battle here. One last TX with 30T getting fired at by droid fire. Its sirens are now going off and it explodes. Wow. How cinematic. Oh my god. All right. And the ATTE is still back here. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Alright guys, I think that's gonna be about it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like button if you did enjoy. It helps me out a ton on this channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below if you'd like to see some more Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy of War mod in the future. If you made it this far in the video, comment down below Hydro Homie. Comment Hydro Homie, and if you see another person comment Hydro Homie, respond to them with drink up or cheers. You know, dealer's choice. Pick what you want. All right, guys, those are the code words for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below, all that good stuff. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.